Hello, welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. We're about to meet the students, right?
Yes.
That's where we left off.
Yep.
Me and Joe were just talking about how ugly that painting is, and we have to stare at it now. I'm frozen at the spot looking at this painting.
God. Imagine that being one of the levels of hell. You're stuck in this hallway staring at that painting.
Oh my god, terrible. Let's try to get away from this. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Get a grip. This is a big step, I know that, but there isn't any point to worrying so much about it. At least not this soon. There we go! We did it! All the students look very bored.
I mean, yeah, they're just meeting some new kid. They're forced to pay attention. I do appreciate... What?
Except for that guy right there.
He looks like he's asleep.
He's either happy or he's sleeping. You know, these like Japanese anime things. When their eyes close, they're very happy. That guy looks like he's sleeping over the right.
Yeah. Speaking of, we were talking about artists. Who was that artist that cut off his own ear?
Van Gogh.
Yeah, we have little Van Gogh over there on the right.
Mm-hmm. Got,
also,
French beret.
Also, chick with two different eyes in the back left.
The glasses?
Yeah, she has two different eye colors.
Yeah, that's like chroma something, right?
Heterochromia.
Heterochromia. It's interesting.
I don't know if I'm saying that right, but
sounds right.
Yeah.
Let's continue. Maybe we'll get to know these characters more, especially the women.
Especially the.
I follow the teacher in the classroom and look around partially. So I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is what? Pretty spacious. Who's talks about the space in a classroom?
Have you seen some of the spaces in Japanese classrooms?
In anime.
Sometimes they are, especially in, I guess, like poorer neighborhoods. I've seen them where it's like literally desk to desk.
Well, they're very close to each other. So if this is spacious, they should be further apart.
I mean, this isn't bad. They got pretty big desks. I think they have bigger desks than when I was at school.
It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high, and there's lots of space left over, around, and in between the desks. No, there isn't. Maybe around, but
around a little bit.
An entire wall taken up by blackboards and high, old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. They really go all out on describing things in this game.
Appreciate it to an extent.
But I can. It's not a book, so I can see. I mean, some amount of detail is important, but
sometimes the narration has a tendency to pick something out that I hadn't noticed and give me a better appreciation for the picture.
Yeah. Not that last picture, though.
No, not that last one.
I stopped walking in front of the classroom and faced the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school. But then, why would they be here?
That is something that's boggled...
Huh?
That's something that's boggled my mind, because there's a couple kids here who just look normal, but then again, his Hal looks normal, so I'm just like sitting here, just like, why are you here?
What about that kid? Does he look normal?
I forgot about him.
He looks like he's having a heart attack. Is he alright?
I don't know. That poor kid.
Uh,
He's just asleep and
just
fat.
like had a stroke.
He's just fat and asleep.
Well, he's a strange way of sleeping. They're probably like me and have something wrong with them, only it's just not that immediately obvious. Then I noticed one of the girls seemed to be missing the thumb or right hand. It's a little jarring. It looks like she doesn't have any arm right there. Oh wait, she's got no legs. Okay. Despite the natural tendency to listen to when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone is looking at me. A girl with... They're all looking at you. A girl with really long straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands as if it will make her invisible.
We're not looking at her currently, but I know which one that they're talking about.
Yeah, I think I do too. There's one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. I was supposed to be doing this while it was panning over, so if I was doing it like and not talking to you, it would have probably made sense and we would see the characters.
I made the same mistake in my playthrough. I was just staring at everyone and just going like, oh hey, I want to look at all the people, not read.
Other girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language? She peers at me over the rims of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing. Sign language is an interesting language. I took a couple of classes. I wish I could remember that stuff.
I dated someone that knew sign language, and they tried to teach me, and I forgot it all within a day.
Well, I didn't forget it in a day, but it's been a lot of years since I've learned any of that. I wish I could remember some of it because it was pretty cool. She's kind of cute.
Pretty cool.
I remember the symbol for over my head because it's the same as you would think.
Yeah.
So if someone started signing to me, I could be like, whoosh, over my head. That's about it. That and like thank you. That's about all I remember.
I actually don't. I literally spent a week learning from her, and it is all gone. I woke up one day, and all of my information of sign language just went away.
Must not have been that interesting to you, Joe. She's kind of cute. So is the cheery-looking girl with the pink hair sitting next to her. Oh, her?
That's the pink cherry girl. The girl to the left is the one with sign language.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, yeah. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her moment that I walked in. It's hard not to notice the pink hair.
Please welcome our newest classmate.
Like the only girl with pink hair, huh?
Yeah.
Claps his hands, and so does everyone else except one girl in the first row who has only one hand. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing and thanks for the applause. I didn't deserve.
You can also see the girl with one hand.
Yeah. After the applause, there's a brief silence that nobody seems to want to be responsible for breaking. The teacher soon realizes that he should probably say something. He opens up with some unintelligible noise, shuts up as he loses momentum, and then starts introducing me. Nobody seems too interested. Some of them do. Maybe I should have said yes to the self-introduction thing. Oh.
I am also learning now that self-introduction thing, because I looked up a walkthrough, just so that, we don't get a bad ending and have to play through it again.
Okay.
That self-introduction thing actually does matter. It sets your character up as either more of a confident, outgoing person, or more of a shy introvert.
Well, I am an introvert.
Yeah. I don't think it's a bad thing.
That's fine with me.
Yeah.
It's neat that they have that makes such a difference, though. Hopefully people are out there looking for a different experience. And then when they played through it, I guess,
Yeah.
probably realizing he doesn't know anything about me, he just ends up saying my name and wrong again and asks me to write on the blackboard.
Naniki.
Huh?
That
Damiki?
was what he. That was what he said the first time. Utao. Naniki.
Oh, Naniki, okay.
Yeah.
I do that and turn back to face the class, feeling awkward. Listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. First row girl claps on this round with her one hand against the other wrist that ends up in the bandaged thumb. Just got burps. It makes me feel a little bad. Man, he looks tired.
That's again. That's why I call him Batman.
He's out fighting crime all night.
Yeah, he's out fighting crime. He wears pretty much all black. He makes comments about staying up all night, and he looks. I don't know. He kind of looks like a Japanese Batman to me. We're going to be doing some group work today, so that'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you?
No, I don't want to talk with anyone. Yeah, it's fine with me.
That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. She is the class representative. She can explain anything you might want to know. And who else would be able to do that better, right?
How could I know? Teacher passes out the days it's okay. I thought he passed out.
I'm too tired. Good night.
Teacher passes out the day's assignments and announces that we will be working in groups of 3. Another thing I hated. Forcing you into groups. Hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. The teacher seems to catch my helpless expression.
Oh, right. Hakamichi is right there. Shizune Hakamichi.
I'll never remember that. He calls out her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with the bright pink hair and gold eyes wave her hand at me. I take a seat next to her by the window. She has gold eyes.
I think that's a translation error. I think they wanted to say, like light green or like honey colored, because that doesn't look gold to me.
Yeah.
But I'm colorblind, so who knows?
Yeah, we cannot take either of us as good God. our account.
Use up all of your vocabulary.
Our account of the situation, whatever you want to say.
Assessors.
Yeah, that's good. We'll go with that. Hey, I guess you're Akamichi, right? Nice to meet you. What? I'm cut off guard by her laughter. Her laughter hides her pain.
Same. It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi. Shi-chan.
And that was next to her, yeah. Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. Looks like she has been staring at me the whole time. She nods once nonchalantly to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has short yet carefully neatly brushed hair and a pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced on the tip of a dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. She's not gonna say anything. She nods.
I just said dots.
Oh, dots. She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. That was her gesture?
I think they're just trying to make her move so that it seems like she's doing sign language.
Yeah. Akamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I've got a gesture for you.
Oh god.
I know sign language. I know some sign language.
I thought you were just gonna start flipping the bird.
I can't in game, and I don't have a camera, so nobody can see what I'm doing.
Oh yeah.
I start to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, saying things like, "You'll be able to talk to people, and who's better to explain things to you?" I think, if I remember correctly, I think the first day of my sign language class, my teacher taught us a dirty word.
That is amazing.
She was awesome.
I can see you're a little confused, right? Right? But I understand why you would think I was Shichan. Shichan is deaf. I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. I'm like an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you too. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shichan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he would have been standing up there for no reason, right?
She looks at me with a weird expression, then continues.
I just want to know how much crack this girl is on to be able to keep this energy up.
Yeah.
We don't know much about him, but maybe we'll find out later.
Maybe I should have introduced myself after all. Anything would have been a better first impression than the teacher's drone and fumbling with my name.
We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today. So soon. Hichan, right?
Hichan?
Yep. It fits, doesn't it?
Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise. I never liked that nickname. I don't really see how...
It fits. You look just like I imagined.
There's always a, overly energetic character in anime, isn't there?
Yeah.
She's opening her mouth.
Yeah, you look just like a Hichan. Now I gotta Google it.
Wonder why everyone seems to think so. Akamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, that their hands a blur. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Did you get it?
Yeah, I was reading. So someone says that in Japanese, a common way for girls to abbreviate names of their friends is to use the first syllable and add the chan suffix.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like it's nothing. It's it's just like a stupid nickname. It's like, like when you take my name from Joseph to Joe.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a meaning like most things in Japanese. It's just like an abbreviation.
Shorthand.
It's just shorthand. Yeah. Sorry about that. Shichan wants to know that Shichan wants you to know that she's the class rep. So if there's anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her.
She's smiling. Was she smiling before? Oh, there it goes.
No.
Spoke too soon.
Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it.
So far, I've seen the outside and one room. I'm not in a position to judge anything. Misha stumbles with the hard word a little bit, making it stick out with her otherwise fluid translation. Thanks, that would be pretty helpful. Yeah, I kind of just came straight to class today. I guess they do have to do the dots, huh?
I mean, it's to show that she's signing it, I think.
Right, yeah. She looks angry.
She's upset with you. Ha ha ha! This girl is going to be the death of my voice. That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go there. Not just with school, either.
You have to be
Oh.
high-pitched and energetic, Joe.
I know. It's why I never make energetic characters for my D&Ds. They're all... The one time I did it, everyone could hear my voice going out. They're just like, Joe, do you want to stop? And I was like, yeah, a little.
You need some C4 Skittles.
Yeah, absolutely. That was great. Always, even if it's a trip to the convenience store. Really, Shi-chan?
An energy drink, in case nobody gets that. Learn about where you're going? I guess I didn't bother to do that, or just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to going along with half-assedly. But anyway, I don't say anything, and Misha assigns something that ends with in a shrug. What was that? It seems like it was about me. I feel like slipping over in my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deep.
You look down. Are you okay?
I'll stop there.
Okay.
See you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.